Hello everyone and welcome back to the Cresswell Wonders YouTube channel. Thank you for all the support we've had recently. If you are new here, remember to like and subscribe. We've got a big game today against Shrewsbury Juniors. As you'll see on the league table here, they could leapfrog us today with a win, so it's important that we battle it out and get the 3 points. We do have the best goal difference in the league right now, which helps, but obviously we need to keep a good gap between us and the teams below us on points as well. Thank you to this season's sponsors, the Drawing Room Tattoo Parlour, CB Massage, Pink Skips, Taurus Water Hygiene Limited, Hot Wheels, Walsall Housing Group, Optimal Beauty, Unique Interiors and M&M Rail Solutions. Make sure you follow their links, they will be in the description. And we get on to today's team lineup. That's in goal with Jess in the sweeping position, and then Kate and Shell make up the back three. On the wings we've got Maddie and Roxy with Deeks in the holding position. Danni and Liv will sit in front of her, and Tash will play in the 10 role with Beth just ahead. We do have a lot of injuries, so out of the subs bench today we've only got Rach and Lou available, as Soph, Savage and myself are still injured. Although we don't have as many players as we'd like to be able to come off the bench, we know that we do have those on the pitch who are capable of bringing back the 3 points for us today. With Sophie still not back from injury yet, Jess will take the captain's armband again today. She's strong and she's vocal and she puts everything into her game every single week for the team. What a mop she is. We do end up staying the way we're facing. The refs just kind of explain how he goes about his job kind of thing. And Shrewsbury are going to take the kickoff, which will get this game underway. The ball is played back to their number 15. She hits it down to the right hand side, while her left, where Shelley T is there to win the ball back. She plays it back to Nat. Nat hits it first time. She's going to put this out to Roxy on the right hand side. The bounce is a little bit awkward, but Roxy gets that and lays it back to Kate, who's going to kick that further upfield. Danni tries the flick on, but unfortunately that doesn't work, and the ball is collected and played into the middle and then knocked out to their right winger. She tries to get on the end of that and play a pass, but it does go out for our throw-in. We have a corner on the right hand side to be swung in by Tash. She gets that towards the near post, but it's easy for the keeper. The ball ends up getting played back to their keeper, who panics under a bit of pressure. Danni brings that down and she tries to get the shot away, but it is tame and it's collected again by the keeper. Shrewsbury have a bit of possession here. It's picked up by the girl with no number. She's got no real pressure on her, so she plays the ball into the middle. She tries to go for the return pass to no number, but Roxy gets in the way of that one and lays it to Tash, who plays it back to Jess. It's cleared into the air and the sun was really bright. You can see the players don't really know where the ball is. Liv goes in for a 50-50 and their player kind of just ducks out and falls to the floor, and the ref gives the foul their way. Strange decision. The resulting free kick is fired down this side. Roxy gets a really good head on that and it's cleared to their player. There's a little bit of pressure on her from Danni, who forces the mistake, and it does go out for a throw-in. Roxy throws that down the line to Danni. It kind of hits her on the shoulder there as she turns into it, and their other no-number player collects. It's forced down the left-hand side now, and Shell gets a good head on that. It kind of falls loose in the middle. It was a bit of a scrappy game, but Deeks is there to collect the loose ball. She takes it through. She splits the defence with this pass, but Beth can't get in front of her defender and get on the end of that ball, so it will go out for a throw-in. It's a little bit, again, scrappy here. Deeks swings and misses. Their player gets a good touch on this. She puts it into the middle of the park where it's collected by the other no-number player. Number 5 hits this down onto the right-hand side where it's collected. But it's kind of not, again, scrappiness. There's a handball there. You can see the ball hits her hand. She still plays it through, but thankfully they don't get a very good shot away, and Nat will collect that one fairly easily. But the pressure is mounting from Shrewsbury now. Here you can see number 15 goes completely over the top of the ball, and for some reason the ref thinks that Tash has fouled her there. No idea how he got to that conclusion. It's good from their winger down the right-hand side. She wins the ball here and she skips past a couple of players. She's completely free down that right-hand side. You can see 11's waiting for the ball at the back post. It is swung in, but Roxy's there to make sure she doesn't get on the end of that. Liv is setting up to take a throw down on this right-hand side. She gets that into Roxy, who flicks it over her player's head. Tash gets on the loose ball and sees Maddie in space. She collects, but she is closed down fairly quickly. Credit to Shrewsbury for doing that. But she does manage to get the ball back under control. She plays it to Deeks in the middle, and number 15 stamps on her toes just there. Deeks kind of tries to get round and play a ball through, but that would end up putting her out of the game. Rachel replaces her.
Have you done Deeks? She stands straight on the top. She did apologise for the tingling, and there's no point me bobbling around for fun. Just get yourself up, girl.
Shrewsbury take a throw-in down this near side, and it's sent towards their player just behind Roxy. It rebounds, and Liv loses a bit of balance here, and the ball falls loosely into the middle. 15, who causes problems all game, skips past Rachel. She tries to get through there, but Kate deflects it, and Roxy puts everything on the line here to get an important block in, but the danger's not clear, and the ball will end up back with Shrewsbury. Rachel gets out-muscled there, and it's collected. She skips past her. It's played again, but Roxy's there. She's held her shape well, and she gets onto that one. And thankfully, the pressure is just about over, and we can breathe again and set ourselves after a good bit of play from Shrewsbury. We have to be careful with these lot. There's a bit of hot potato going on here as Jess clears the ball right into the air, but for some reason it's giving it back, and Jess says, "No thanks, I just got rid of it. It's time to clear it again." She launches that one downfield, and their defenders don't really get on the end of that, and Beth will collect that on the right-hand side. She kind of drags it a little bit too wide and doesn't give herself any options, but we do win a corner from her doing so. My dad always told me that the sign of a good team is one that cannot play well and still get results, and I'm hoping that'll be the case today. Shrewsbury have definitely been the toughest opponents that we've faced so far this season. They've pressured us well, and they've really put us under the cosh at times. It's going to take something big to really get a grip of this game, but I think the first goal is going to be so important for whoever gets it. I think it'll spur them on and give them the momentum that they need to win the game eventually. Let's hope we can get something here with a corner. Rachel looks to take this one. She fires it fairly low. It's picked up just on the edge of the box where Kate loops it back in. The ball looks like it's going to go out, but Roxy's there. She absolutely badgers the defender here, and she manages to get a ball across, and Danni is there to nick it towards the back post, and we have got the first goal in this game. It's so important that we did. It's 2 goals in 2 games for Danni as well. It's a really good finish. It's great work from Roxy, and finally we have a breakthrough. Woo! It's 1-0 to Cresswell Wanderers. Something you have to do in a game like this is keep your composure. The 15 skips past Jess there. It's a bit of a 50-50. Number 11 gets past Roxy as well. She lays that back to, again, number 15. She does handball it, but Jess gives away a foul, apparently. Thankfully, that will come to nothing, although it does go pretty close. We do get a bit of possession here with Tash. She plays a lovely through ball to Kelly. You can just see her skip around the back of the defender there. She wriggles past the defender. I think it's almost too late, but she does well to get a shot away, and she tucks that neatly into the bottom corner to make it 2-0 and give us a little bit of breathing space. Woo! It's all starting to happen now. We do have to keep our wits about us though. This number 15, I mean, you'll see here, she tries a little bit of trickery. She kind of almost doesn't get it, but she does well to get around Liv in the end. She's carrying that into the box now, and Kate's like a brick wall. She says, "You're not going anywhere." I think they want a penalty there, but there's no way. It's a foul, and Liv will clear that. Shrewsbury definitely don't want to go out of this game without putting up one hell of a fight. They've definitely put us under a lot of pressure this half, and just check this out. It's laid into the no number. It looks like it goes over net, but bam, she gets a hand up there. It's like the hand of God, and puts that over the bar to keep us in the game. There's more pressure from them now. Number 9 takes a throw in. It ends up coming back to her. She plays a neat pass into number 5. It's kind of flipped around the corner to the no number player. Number 5 runs onto that, and she takes a shot. Ooh, and that one's close as well. And that will see us to half time. It's officially 2-0. Goals from Kelly and Danni giving us the lead in this game. It's time to start second half. Beth is hot on the heels of this defender who, oh my god, she literally almost owes me a new phone here. It's so close, but thankfully that hits the fence. I'm desperately trying to get my phone hooked back up as Roxy prepares to take the throw-in. She's going to look to play this into Beth, but it is intercepted. It falls back out to Roxy. As you can see, the camera's all over the place. She tries to get that back into Beth, but it's intercepted to Liv, who takes her player out of the game and threads a neat pass through to Beth, and she hits it first time, but it's just wider than ear post. And my phone's still dead here. They have a goal kick. She's looking to get this obviously as far down the pitch as she can, but it is intercepted by Kelly, who plays the ball over to Tash, who clearly watched Ruben Neves compilations to take this volley on. It's unlucky from her. Shrewsbury kicked the ball down the field now, and I'm going to use that word again. It's scrappy. It's a little bit here, there and everywhere. Nobody can really get the ball down until Maddie wins it here, but even then she doesn't complete a pass. It's intercepted, but Tash plays the ball over the top, and I'm going to stop commentating now. It's a great finish, and she puts us 3-0 up. And straight from the kickoff, we put them straight under pressure again. A ball is played through for Tash, and look what happens here. She just puts that between the goalkeeper's legs to make it 4-0, and I think we can finally sit back and just enjoy the rest of this game now. Massive credit to Shrewsbury, as I said, they caused us so many problems. The ball is on the far side, and this is going to be aimed at Kelly. She turns her player and gets a shot away, but the keeper saves that with her feet, and it rebounds out to this tall player in the middle. I can't remember what number she is. She puts it out to number 11 on this side, who looks inside to the no number player, the first one that we mentioned in the video. She's going to lay this back across to number 11, who's going to put a ball across the face of goal, but thankfully no one's there other than Nat to get on the end of that one. Rachel standing over a free kick now. We know she gets good distance, but accuracy is also important, and that is bang on here. It's taken down well by Kelly, and she's there to poke that through and make it 5-0. It's been an absolutely unreal game from back to front in this team. You know, Shrewsbury really did put us under a lot of pressure, but every single player on that pitch today did themselves proud, and Roxy's getting taken off here to prevent her from picking up any injuries. We do have one more chance really before the end of this one with Kelly on the right hand side. She tries to get a good ball across, but the keeper's equal to that one. And Maddie gets skinned here. They're going to play the ball down. I'm going to tell you now that the game does finish 5-0. I wouldn't say that we didn't play well. Shrewsbury really did make it difficult for us, so I want to give as much credit to them as possible. They've got some really tricky players to play against, and you know, you could see what kind of football they are playing, but we do come out on top with a 5-0 victory. Another 5 goals, another clean sheet. It's beautiful.
Roxy! Beth. What? Shanti, what do you think about that today? What a performance.
Harder game today. Worked well. First half, second half, smashed them.
Love it. I'm just making sure I get Jace this week.
I was only joking with her.
Tash, good goal today. Love it, mate. On fire.